This week's parasha is Parashat Bo. Parashat Bo begins in Exodus chapter 10, verse 1, and it states there that the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh. This brings us to a fundamental question regarding free will and the extent of it. Many times, free will is juxtaposed to a complete lack of free will, but the reality is that, as with many things in life, there is actually a gradation from free will to no free will. And the Rambam, among others, elaborates on this concept specifically with regard to the hardening of the heart of Pharaoh, that Pharaoh's heart was not immediately hardened by God. It's not that God just simply obliterated his free will, but rather people lose degrees of free will dependent upon certain actions, certain decisions, certain exercises of our volition, our free will, that we have taken. So, for example, if you exercise your free will to do certain drugs, then you, at that moment, are choosing by your free will to thereafter limit your free will. And the same thing goes with one who involves himself with other sorts of addictions, whether it be sexual addictions, whether it be fantasies of harming people. These things at first do not have a full grasp on the person, but over time they can dominate their lives and almost totally destroy their free will. However, even at that point, since getting to that point was a part of the choice of the individual, it was part of their responsibility, they still bear the burden of those actions to some degree or another. When it comes to Pharaoh, Pharaoh had already chosen to rebel against the word of God, which he had already seen clearly manifest. And at that point, God chose to take advantage of the hardening of his heart, which he first began to harden by himself. And then, knowing what his choices would continue to be in the future, God hardened his heart at particular times to provide the opportunity to make his glory and his wonder, his immense power known in Egypt and for all time to come. With that, wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom. Yalla bye.